Well, for this guitar build, I need long-reaching cam clamps, and I'm just going to assume that they're very expensive. So they look simple enough to make. I'm going to make my own. So far, what I've done is taken these old other clamps that I found to be quite useless, and punched in some mortises. The bottom mortise being smaller for a snugger fit, and the top mortise being slightly larger to give a little play. So I picked up this old mortising machine. It's a mortise press, along with that planer there and that jointer there. And they have multiple functions, like an additional table saw and a molding shaper on the side of it. But this is the first time I've actually put this baby into action, and it's proving to be absolutely wonderful. Look at that. Beautiful. This here is an example of what I've got. I've been watching guys online, obviously. I took the bars off of some old useless clamps and cut them to size. The only thing left to monkey around with for me had been the cam, and I tried all kinds of different configurations just going by intuition. I looked at somebody's plans, and I got dimensions. Basically, it's an 1.25 inch radius, diameter, 5/8 radius, and the hole is 7/16 in offset from the 5/8 from the front, and one side of it is flat. So now, because what was happening is it kept slipping back, but now that I've got a flat surface there, I can lock it in place. I didn't have the right length screws, and today's a holiday, so we'll screw through and grind them off. I got a slight split there, so what I'm going to do is tomorrow get some crazy glue, screw it so it's got the split, but get the crazy glue in there and then back it off. Let the wood close, and the crazy glue will do its job. Okay, we're closing the gap here. I've got my 16 arms laid out, clamped together, coated with PVA and taped off. And rather than mess around with individual pieces, I'll come in with a razor tomorrow and just splice them. Okay. This thing is I don't know what you call it, but it helps splay the copper. Make it so it won't come out. Thrilled with the results. I looked in the catalog of this company I work with, and they sell these babies for, it's money. So I think it was worth spending a day and a half to make those things. Simply because the guys online teach you how to make them, and they're not hard to make. doing its job. It's applying pressure. I mean, it's expanding the gap in there between the slit by ½ inch. I know that, as you can see. But these guys are right. I mean, there's only a couple of videos that I found on YouTube that show you how to make these. One guy's a perfectionist. Goodness gracious. But it's the detail of the cam clamp, the cam, this thing itself. The radius is not a perfect circle. And I kept finding that they would slip back, which didn't make me happy. So I'm thinking squeeze the back, apply the pressure, and watch the glue squeeze out, which we've got going on. On these cams, it's not just a rounded ovular whatever thing with an offset hole. And I know that needs to be offset by 11/16 of an inch or so. But there's a flat thing, and I've monkeyed around with hexagonal shapes for different pressures, and what I ended up doing was following a plan that someone provided online. Can't remember the name right now. And that's where it basically stops at. In this case, I've gone past it to this point, but who knows? I'm no master. Just a guy trying to make a guitar for the first time. I need clamps like these because I was using vice grips before. Goodness. Think of the damage that does to your wood. You see glue squeezing out? That's a good joint. I get confused because over the years in Taiwan I've just gravitated towards millimeters. And the reason for that is because they have their own version of inches in Taiwan. For a good reason. I mean, it's a pisser once you're getting used to doing things in Taiwan. Because you measure on one rule and then you go over to the table saw and why does it come off different? That's because for their foot, which isn't even an actual exact American foot or English foot, it's 10 inches. And they designed that for reasons of feng shui, they call it, which is the idea or the concept of wind and water design, the flow of these things in the home, and those things represent money coming in and coming out, and luck and all the rest. We go with millimeters. Imperial has grown foreign to me, and gee whiz, you got fractional imperial inches, you've got decimal imperial inches, and the book uses both, and you got to use the online converter. I'm just thrilled to bits. You guys online rock. You guys just share your info and let us emulate you. That's what I aim to do. I'm not trying to pose as some guru or anything like that. And I see glue. Excellent. That's basically cam clamps that I made with a little bit of help from my online friends. And the cam is a mystery. That's all I can tell you. At least 1 1/4 inch radius, and I think it's got to be an ovular arc or an ellipse if you don't want to use a flat edge. Not sure yet. Some guys use a flat edge, some guys get away with a pure oval or circle. It escapes me how they pull that off because mine keeps slipping. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time.